Hey guys, still here and welcome back to Transport Fever. You guys raised some excellent points in episode 7, so time to execute those on episode 8, this one. For starters, I am running some trains in a pretty poor configuration. One of the things is that my trains don't get up to full speed. I think this one does. This one, the Surat Quangzhou transport passengers, that one works. But then there is also this train? Yeah, this train potentially. It can only do 50 top speed. Actually, and it does. There were people saying that my trains are not getting up to full speed. But I'm not exactly sure which ones do. Or rather, which ones don't. Because this one's also getting up to 50. Now, I thought that I had that set up properly. Because the train that I was using for that was, I think, the Russian... What was it? The train... sorry, the grain line. This one. Manage vehicle. I still cannot quite figure out what that is. Yeah, this thing can do 50. And so can my cargo units. My, what am I using there? Not the boxcars, the gondolas. So this thing's perfectly lined out. The other trains, I think, don't have the same problem. The other trains are perfectly doing okay. This one. Manage vehicles, edit vehicles. This is something I should be using more, by the way. I always just click replace all. I shouldn't be doing that. This is a Russian B class, I think. Can do 50. Cargo, tank cars can do 50. And the boxcars can also do 50. So, whoever commented that in the previous videos, the trains are working okay, because I always pay attention to what speed the trains can do and what speed the cargo things can do. Anyway, one of the things that you guys also mentioned is that I'm currently using sort of deadheading, as it's called, which is a fancy term for you're using a train that is traveling empty in one direction. And that is this one. Surat fuel. For starters, I'm going to adjust this line. I'm going to have a separate food line, because I want one food line to just start transporting stuff a little easier. And one fuel line that gets extended to here, to the oil well, and then starts shipping oil in the opposite direction to this oil refinery, and then comes back here, picks up the fuel, and takes the fuel all the way south back to Surat. Alright. First things first, I will need an extra train, just for the food. That means that the cargo line here will have to be adjusted. Manage the line. In Quangzhou, I only need you to pick up... in Surat, I only need you to unload the fuel. And that means that the vehicle itself will also have to change. Manage vehicles, edit... No, no, no. Cargo lines, just a couple of tankers. Gives me capacity of 56, 63, 70. Good. Okay, so that's part one. Now I need a train that does nothing but transport food. Starting here, going there. Surat to QZ food. I don't really know how I can make sure that that thing doesn't deadhead in the other direction. So I can transport food to Quangzhou, and I will have to transport it... Well, I have to take the whole car back, but I don't know what to transport. Because there's nothing really here that needs transporting, as far as I'm able to tell. So unfortunately, I think that that food train is going to be deadheading in one direction. Class B. Yeah, a couple of boxcars. Buy for 3 million, and that is the food line. Okay, so this should work. Now, extending the fuel line to here. That's the next order of business. I can do that with a simple cargo terminus station. One track should be enough. This road is not exactly ideally placed. Please connect. Yep, done. Alright, connect that up to the existing tracks. For which, by the way, I will start using a double track. Because now I'm running 2 trains on this line. It was originally just the grain line that's going north, but it now also is going to be that second line that comes in with the fuel. Or the crude, rather, not the fuel. So time to split this thing off. And line it up. We can keep the game running, actually. Make sure I keep getting some millions. And this one is gonna tie into this section, let's say right about here. Just before the station. There. Signaling. I don't really expect to be running more than 1 train here. So I think 1 section of signals should be enough. Now, tie this in. This one, sorry tree. Over here. That's a pretty bad turn actually. 120. And like that. Alright. So now I can also pick up crude going from here all the way back there. But I still need to extend this particular section. That is the cargo element that needs to go there. So it's track laying time again. Now I have looked up some additional tutorials on how to do this properly. I'll see if I can do it. Once again, I'm not the best at this whole track laying stuff. I'm just trying to do it as well as I know how to. Actually, let's extend it one more. I'm not sure if this means that the whole train station is 1 set longer. It might be. I don't know. Alright. Continue on. I will also have to go with a couple of tracks going that way. And unfortunately those are the passenger lines. So those are the ones that are supposed to be going in the opposite direction. So these actually need to be heading this way. I can do it with one, but can I do it with the other? Yeah, not really. Can I go up and over? Would that work? No, not exactly. Maybe if I take them down a little bit. Yeah, see, that's the whole train station now. That's not what I want. Let's remove these things as well, because it's making the whole train station a lot longer. Connect. Connect. We'll just have to pass through here, I guess. Yeah, so be it. And then set up a cross over here. If there's room enough. Maybe just about. Yep, it just fits. Alright, this line is supposed to have a dead end or a terminus station here. Cargo terminus there. I'm not using this road. And now nobody is. And that's where we're going with the tracks. Or rather, that's where some of the track is going. Because I might still need that cargo line to go elsewhere as well. Let's just extend that a little bit. And make it so that other trains can potentially still use it to transport stuff elsewhere. Oh, come on. I'll first set up the track straight ahead. What the hell? Why does that not work? I want one track going directly ahead. This one seems to snap to terrain. And this one seems to snap to terrain too. Okay. This one, turn in here. And turn out there. Okay, so now I can adjust the fuel line. This one. Manage line. Stop 1. Stop 2. Stop 3. Oh, cannot do it, apparently. And stop 4. That one I can do. And this one I can't. Aha! Because it's using the same platform. Yes, I can see how that would be a problem. Terminal. That's the cargo segment. Grain, I need you to be on the other terminal. So this one needs to be on terminal 1. And fuel needs to be on terminal 2. But this is still not connected here. Now it should be moving along properly. Yeah, no it's not, because now I'm using the wrong section of the track. Grain. Terminals on this line. Grain go back. No, come on. Grain is supposed to be on 2. Because it doesn't go any further. Fuel is supposed... Yeah, that's the problem. The fuel does not stick to the right side of the tracks. The fuel needs to be on this side of the tracks. So let's set up a waypoint. On its way back. So after going to Surat Central, I need you to go here. Oh, buddy. Come on, are you going to be like this? Yeah, and now it's locking onto the wrong... It's locking onto the wrong segment here. Terminals. It needs to be on terminal 1. Yeah, now they're both going that way, and they're both going this way. Now it seems to be working. Can I do it without the waypoint, or is it going to go for a... Yeah, no, I need to have the waypoint on there. Otherwise, it won't use the right side of the tracks. Literally and figuratively. It needs to be on this segment. Otherwise, it's going to start interfering with the grain that's transporting north. Then, once you get here... You're just going to blend in with everything else. And you're going to continue going north, 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 north. Once you're in here, you're going to switch to that particular track. You're going to go there. All right, and I want to signal over there. Does not really matter though. But ideally I'd have it on this side of the tracks, not the other one. So maybe I just need to make it a little easier and use another waypoint. There. So now the fuel line. This is just called fuel crude at this point. Minus the line. After Upper Quanzhou. Add station. Oh! Yeah, I imagine that would be a problem. Yeah, if the tracks would be connected, that would be a big help. There is one signal over there. I think that was the waypoint. Yeah, now it understands what I want it to do. Okay, let's see if it works. This is the passenger line. Right, okay. Lines up on the right side of the tracks. Where is my fuel train? Where are you at? Train 3. He's heading to Surat with a whole load of fuel. Surat currently has a fuel demand of 141, which is perfectly doable. Here is the fuel train. He's going to drop it off there for 1.3 million. That's good money as well. Now he's going to head to the crude station here. which is starting to spool up. But, and this is something that you guys haven't considered, this one is not at capacity yet. There is still a whole lot over here. I could reduce the amount of trucks running around here and just rely on the train. And potentially a second train on that line. But I suspect that this train is not exactly going to be running full. No, it's running with 12. Because this thing doesn't really have a lot of motivation to be producing a lot. That's the thing here. That's the problem. Okay, on this train, or this segment, I do want additional signals, because it's taking me a little bit too much time for this train to be sitting still here. So sure enough, I might be able to transport some back north, but not a whole lot. So let's reduce some of the vehicles on this line. And that might cause this one to spool up a little more. So far, not really, though. 92, 14, yeah, it's doing something. Just not particularly quickly. Alright, what are you transporting? Passengers. A lot of them. That would mean that you might be transporting food. Oh, you're not transporting... Yeah, you're transporting food north. That's the thing. There's a lot of food waiting for you. There's still some waiting on the Surat's fuel crude line, but that's alright. Okay, in you go. There's also a hell of a lot of grain waiting here. I think I might need to go for a second food train. Yep, picking up 70. How's the capacity to offload? Because I'm throwing down a lot of this food in Guangzhou. And that means that this truck stop could get overwhelmed. Similarly, the truck stop in here could be overwhelmed. But so far, they seem to be handling things pretty well. There's not that much fuel waiting. 453. Alright, this would be the grain line again. Yep, 500,000. I'm gonna Russian YE class. Why are people no longer interested in going north? We seem to be having a bit of a pile-up over here. Whoa! A lot of a pile-up. Bus line east. Time to upgrade to a tram. Because I'm transporting a lot of people at this stage. And I'll also set up this road so I can put my tram station or my tram depot over there. Turn it around. Done. Alright, buses. All of you, sell. Trams. The Moscow F. Let's go for 3. And that's not accessible. Hold up. Why do you not count as a tram line? Because this part wasn't upgraded. There. Surat Bus East. Hopefully these people are not going to leave. Yeah, Surat Bus West might also need to be upgraded to a tram because there's quite a lot of demand for it. This train? This train is also not exactly running full anymore. That's weird. Did something happen to this town that I don't know about? Are they using a lot more of their own transportation? No, they're not. It's not like there's a whole bunch of people traveling on this road with their own cars. Here, 33 out of 77. What is going on? Now, Chennai used to be a little bigger, I think. It just touched on about 300, 298, and then went down to 290 again. There we go. 151 fuel, or crude, waiting here. That should mean that this line is now making a lot of money. 108,000. That's not a lot of money. Where are you? You're coming in with the fuel again. I think he just completed one of the tracks north and dropped off a little bit of crude here. Hold up. Hold up. At this point, there's a lot of oil piling up on this station. Whereas these trucks are departing empty. That's not exactly what I am hoping for here. There's even fuel here. That's weird. What happens to this fuel? This fuel gets picked up, but not by the train. I think I might need to just remove this line, QZ crude, or at least churn it down. And rely on the trains to be shipping it from here to there. So I would have a truck line going from here to there. And then the trucks don't deliver it here anymore. So this line is going to stop, the QZ oil, manage line. QZ oil, oh, sorry, yeah, vehicles on the line, of course. Visible only, QZ oil, manage vehicles, all the vehicles, cancelled. Done. Now I can remove that line, QZ oil. I can adjust the QZ crude line to not service Guangzhou Annex, because I don't have any further business there. Remove. In fact, I can remove the whole platform. And how fast are these things going? 40. That's still enough for me to just maintain the standard road that I have now. I don't need to upgrade that further. The whole road's throwing it a little bit out of whack at this point. There, that's better. So now we have crude going from here to there and not back. And I'm going to buy another train that does exactly the same thing and either transports fuel to here or from here to make sure that I can still provide Guangzhou with fuel. Although I am now no longer... No, sorry, I am still bringing fuel from the refinery to Guangzhou. Okay, fixed. Manage vehicles, duplicate. Go. This thing's gone. Yeah, don't worry about it. There's nothing waiting there. All of these are still transporting 7. The whole line is making me almost 750,000 a year. That's impressive for trucks. I might even have to use a third. Hold up, what are you waiting for? Aha. I need to have more signals over here. Because I don't want my trains to stop. The moment that they stop, they're going to take a lot of time getting back up to speed. That's bad. Because they don't really have a lot of engine power as is. Oh, that's a little too close to the other one. Alright, how's the food line doing? 800,000. It must have just arrived. There's 1 million in fuel being dropped off here. That's 60. What truck are we using? Horse-drawn carriages. Supply 22 out of 149. I think this is going to go up quite a lot. Because right now I'm transporting a lot of fuel this way, especially with that second train. What I don't quite get is why this passenger line collapsed. There used to be quite a bit of demand here, but it's just no longer happening. How are the trams doing? Not very well. Am I still covering enough of the town? I think I am. Now, let's upgrade the other part to a tram line as well. They're using this particular path. Or at least they will. That's the Surat bus west. Manage vehicles, sell off all the vehicles. Yes. And buy a couple of trams, just 2 of them. Got very poor vehicle conditions apparently. Oh, the Chennai bus. Well, it's a good excuse to be upgrading this one to trams as well. Now what I can also do is set up one line that goes from here to there. Just as a sort of quick hop. See if they want to use that. So 3rd Street to 4th Street, and that's it. The thing is, he's not exactly taking the proper path that I had in mind. Waypoint. After 3rd, I want you to go... Where's my waypoint? Here. Ah. We have that bus line on the other side. Or bus stop, tram stop. You know, the stop. I guess not. Not exactly, anyway. See, what I'd ideally like is a stop over here that goes south. One that goes west. With a stop over here in the middle. And I have 11 million, so I can afford to bulldoze a building or 2. Bus tram station. This could get a little expensive. In the tune of 900 million. Do I need to do it? Oh, this would actually be an interesting spot to do it. There. Extend that. Passenger, 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 passenger. Alright. Once again, completely overhaul the lines. This one, manage vehicles, sell off. I'm just gonna start all over again. Sell. The other one, Surat bus west, manage vehicles, sell. Yes. Now I'm gonna have a stop over here. I'm gonna have, actually no, not that close. I'm gonna have a stop over here. And I'm gonna have a stop over there. I'm gonna have the stop over there. Here. And here. And let's double, actually no, I don't need to double those up. Alright, Surat bus, this one can go. Visible, Surat bus east, delete, Surat bus west, delete. Alright. This one is going to start here. Go there. Go here. Go there. Go back. Go there. There. And finish back up at the train station. So let's call this the Surat tram north-south. And this one's going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be the Surat tram west-east. Then the trams. 2 per line. West-east. Ah, missing tram tracks. Yes, he's not mistaken. I am mistaken. I didn't upgrade the tram tracks. Or the road to tram tracks. Here, and there, and there. Okay, these two. Hold up. Yeah, this is the culprit. West-east, Surat. Another 2 north-south. Now, ideally, I would have another exit over here, but I'm not sure if that's going to work. It does. Okay, but then I'll also need to upgrade this little piece of road. There you go. Now they're passing through the stop and going south and then going around to the north. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this is going to be effective. Because now people can use this large annex over here as a sort of go-between. They can go to the station, they can go west, they can go east, they can go north, they can go south. Although I was sort of looking at it like this, so it's more like northwest, southeast if you want to be exact about it. Train station, 75 to Guangzhou again. Let's see if Chennai also has the same issue. 36 going west. I actually want to have the same thing here. So a stop in the middle, one line like that, one line like that. Because this tram truck stop is going to service a whole lot of people. Or at least that's the plan. Turn it just a bit. Configure passengers. Street access. Okay, so that's going to be the stop right in the middle of town. We're going to use these two... No, actually not those two stops. People, wait one, manage vehicles, sell them off. Especially since those were old vehicles, I don't mind them. I'll just upgrade those to trams. Yes. This stop is a little too close to the main stop. So we'll have a bus stop / tram stop over there. And then another one over there and over here-ish. Delete, delete. Oh, I still have the intercity. This was not a bad line, but it is going to be leaving. Sell off. Manage line, delete. Alright, Chennai, starting here. Going there, going here, going there. Going there again, going here again. Chennai, N, tram, NS, north-south. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you doing? Making a bit of a weird turn here. They're going all the way around. I don't mind it. I think it could look a little better if they just turn around. Give me a waypoint. So after this one, I need you to head there. That's better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back. Perfect. Chennai tram. That would be west-east. 2 per line. Oh, upgrade the roads. Upgrade the roads. Starting all the way over there. Nope, not that road. Here, there, and that. That bit, this bit over here, there, going south. And I think that should conclude it. North-south. Uh-oh, missing tram tracks. Which part did I forget? What route are you taking? Through there. Here. Is that it? Because they can make this way, they can go north, they can go east, they can go south again. This should work. Uh-oh, north-south. Can you do west-east? Nope. Why not? You're a tram depot. This is a tram station, this is a tram station, tram, tram, tram. I'm missing something. I'm overlooking one little element. And that was it. They couldn't get out of the tram station. Alright. Now, since I paused the game, some of the passengers should still be there. And in fact they are. I imagine the north-south tram might be busier than this tram, because people want to go from here to this transfer, and then through the rest of the town. Possibly. Holy shit, 16th Street, where is that? There. At least that's the direction of travel that they want. I wouldn't be surprised if they all want to get to the station. And then from there, over to Surat. China Railways JF1, 4 million. Look at this, this is also working. The Surat Annex. Almost 40 people wouldn't go to 2nd Street, which I imagine is here, and then to the train station. Yep. Okay, I'd say things are coming along quite nicely, because this line's picking up, well, a lot of stuff. Let's see how the line itself is doing now. 2.7 million a year. Very good. The fuel for Surat could be better. But I think this one might be bringing a new haul. Yep, that's another 70 fuel. I might even run 3 trains here. We're taking food back north. Guangzhou is still getting fuel and food. Although I could probably get another food line running here. And a couple more trucks taking the food from the sidings into this town. And aside from that, the fuel over here, well, it's piling up, but it's not bad. It's not excessively so. So yeah, quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Now, this is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for the pointers on how to upgrade my lines further. Next time, we're going to continue this pattern of upgrading and seeing what other opportunities there are. And potentially expanding towards other towns. Because the other towns I have been sort of preparing for growth, like Novosibirsk. These guys have been getting construction materials, and I could tie that into Chennai. And potentially Guangzhou. So join me next time as we're going to be building up more trains, more road vehicles, and more lines altogether. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time.